Hey everybody, Decibels in Dialogue. I am Corbin.
And I'm Daylin.
We kind of been lacking a little bit, but life is busy, and we are back today with a full episode for you guys.
Oh yeah.
Um, lots happens around that January, February. Just kind of mosing through everything.
Well, and
So
I think we'll have maybe not a little bit more time now, but I mean, I'm seeing it everywhere, but everybody's pretty slow. Like we're pretty slow
yeah.
on the starter side. Like they're falling off. Although this
Well,
week
for
is going to
now,
be
this week is
fucking
gonna
yeah.
cut. Yeah, watch tomorrow's gonna be absolutely crazy. It's gonna be like, oh great, we got a foot and a half of snow.
Yeah.
Car starters are coming back full
Yeah.
force. Audio is gonna be laid back a little bit, and
Yeah.
then it's just that's just what it happens. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Like, I mean, even when you are slow, you're like, okay, like what can I do? How am I gonna be able to make this better, seem better, get the shop busy,
Yeah.
everything going on the sales side of things, and then all of a sudden the weather just comes back and it's like, hey, I'm answering your prayers.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Let's get a bunch more starters done. Season ain't over. Minus 30.
Yes.
Fuck you.
Oh, it was nice. Like honestly, it
Mhm.
was like +7, plus
Yep.
5,
Yeah, we hit plus
good
10, I
weather.
think on whatever it was, middle of the week there. But yeah, it was like plus 10. We were able to get, the freaking ice cleared out from the front because it was all
Yeah,
melted. And
nice.
now it's, I think it was minus 30 today up here. Probably should have been the
Yeah,
same for you.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it's only 18 right now. I'm gonna pull up the old weather right now. Yeah, -17 right now, -29 tomorrow. Does this say feels like -29? Feels like -29, and it's -17. Like
Yeah.
that is
Wicked.
insane. The wind is destroying everything. Like I walked outside earlier today and I instantly turned around. I was like, okay, there goes everything that I wanted to do
This is
today.
not an
I'm
outside
over it.
day. Yeah, it's not an
Nope.
outside day.
Nope. Threw the sweatpants on, started doing some laundry. I was like, all right, I'm chilling inside all day today. So pretty
Hell
much
yeah.
just gamed and waited
Nice.
for this.
Nice.
And yeah, I mean, even the rest of the week, if it's going to be absolutely miserable, I'm probably gonna do a whole lot of nothing, to be
Hell yeah.
fair.
It's good to do nothing sometimes.
Yeah, the guy needs it. I mean, I haven't had any time off since the busy season, and I mean, even though it's not like slammed, it just still seems like it's like, oh my God, there's always something to be done. The brain's
Always.
always going, and a guy can never really get away from it.
No, 100%. We're starting to gear for car audio a little earlier this year. Like we've been ordering a whole
Weird
bunch of
too.
inventory here. We've been doing nothing but audio really for the last week and a half ish, 2 weeks almost. Like
I
just
know it seems like it's been consistent in that
yeah,
category, like
yeah,
all over the place. I don't know if it's like that in Edmonton and Calgary, because I'm pretty sure Calgary right now is the exact same. They have no snow. Edmonton
yeah.
probably very similar as well too. So it's like, okay,
What's
what does
going
the guy
on?
do here?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it's Alberta. It always happens. It always
It
comes
does.
back.
Yep.
February is usually cold. I just hope this
Yeah.
doesn't mean we're going to be like looking at such a long winter that it drags into like
Mm,
May again or like April even.
yeah. Yeah, that would suck. Yeah, that would suck, but I think I
What do
mean
you do?
you just got to roll with it, man.
Pretty
Just got to
much. I think
roll
you'd
with
be
it.
used to it after living up here for as long as we have. But I mean, it's always such a surprise. I'm like, what?
Mm.
There's snow? What? It's cold?
And then
It's
in
like,
this
okay.
time, when there's like not a whole heck of a lot going on, I don't know if you guys are the same, but I try not to, but because it's slow, like we've been kind of taking on more jobs that we wouldn't necessarily,
Oh,
like
dude.
just more like self or customer brought
Yeah.
products,
Customer
right?
brought products.
Yeah, and
We've been doing a lot of Amazon decks. And I mean,
really shitty.
it's crazy. Like it is shitty. I mean, we,
Yeah.
we we did one on the weekend, and I mean, it was the same idea. It was like, hey, well, take the job, whatever, do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to call the customer because the backup camera that came with it that we were doing
Yeah,
was
it didn't
DOA.
work.
That
Yeah.
didn't work.
Yeah.
Then after we put in our new one, the radio's input for backup camera didn't work. So we had to do like find
Sick.
some settings and like reroute some of the AV to like work as like a reverse, which was kind of cool that it still had that. And I don't know, like, and did his dash cam, and it sucks because like when we do those products, like I like said to the guy, I'm like, dude, like I
Don't
don't know
know.
how any of this
Yeah, I
works.
don't know how to use
I
it.
I,
Yeah.
I don't sell this stuff. I can't, like he asked me a question like, oh, how do I pair my phone? I'm like, I mean, probably pretty similar to how you would pair anything,
Yep.
right? Well, how do I make CarPlay work? I do not know. Sorry,
Yeah.
brother. Like, I probably could have, but at the same time, it's like the instructions were so bad.
Yeah.
So
The
bad.
translation, the way they run through it. Yeah. No, I hear you, man.
Well,
Yeah.
and not only that, it sucks because like, you're billing a day out for a guy and then like
Yep.
you don't really have any control over the job. So it's
No.
like, okay,
The
like,
outcome is the
you spend
outcome.
$100 on this product and then you spend $1,000 to have it installed, and it's like,
Oh,
damn, sorry, dog. Like, is what it is.
we just did a pretty slick sub install. It kind of relates to one of my favorite systems that we're gonna get into here in a little bit. But
Was that for Buddy's truck that we did the lighting on?
no, 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 no. This was
Different.
just no, this was just like it was a 14 F-150. We did the dual 8 Memphis box and a 1500
Oh,
watt mono.
sick.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
The only shitty thing was the guy. So I didn't meet with the guy. Sean met with the guy, and the guy was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I have a deck. I have an aftermarket deck in there." And Sean was like, "Oh, okay, perfect. We just run RCA and to the amp." And he didn't ask him like what kind of deck it was. He just assumed, which whatever is
Yeah.
what it is. But anyways, we get the vehicle, and it's literally $180 Amazon plug and play deck. It fits in the opening, but it's also like a tall Tesla screen. But
Oh
like
yeah.
it fits
Yeah.
in the double din opening, and the top of the screen sticks out above it. So it's not like a
I think I've
floating.
seen that one.
Yeah, it's super shitty. And we looked it up on Amazon. It's like $180, and it works not great. Yeah, it's bad. Yeah. And
But I mean, seriously though, to get a deck in that truck for
oh,
like
180. Yeah,
$180,
it's
like,
crazy.
what?
Yep, just fits in that factory opening. Like it was literally designed for the Ford to just fit in that opening, and it had buttons all on the side in the touchscreen. And it had, RCA outputs, but I think they might have been like 100 millivolt maybe at max. So, we're trying to gain match this fucking amplifier, and luckily the output was clean. We didn't measure any distortion on the
Yeah.
output, which is pretty rare. But the
Yeah.
problem was there's just not
You
enough
just couldn't get any
voltage.
voltage.
Yeah, so gain is pinned, no clip light. Like I've got the SMD, the DD1 just to make sure. There's a clip
Yeah.
light on the amp. We're using a WDX 1500, pretty decent amp. And nothing. Like, maybe a flicker every now and then. The SMD didn't even read it at all. So, we knew it was clean, but I listened to it and I'm like, holy fuck, like this is not good. Like
This should hammer
this should
way harder
hammer
than it
way
does.
more. The guy still loved it because it was more bass
Yeah,
than
yeah.
he had, right? But I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, your mirror's barely moving, dude.
Like, you put a different radio in that and it would
And
have
it
been
would
tenfold.
come alive. Yeah, put a
Yeah,
Kenwood in
yeah.
there, anywhere from 4 volt to, well, even if you just did
Like,
a
even a
shitty
2 volt,
Kenwood,
dude.
a
Even
2
a
volt
2
out
volt, like,
would make a
whatever.
big difference, right? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, like we're the biggest Memphis dealer in Canada, honestly. Like, I absolutely love those systems.
yeah,
Especially for the vehicles that we deal with. I
yeah,
mean, it's nice to have like a prefab ready drop-in solution for guys that want a lot of bass,
yep,
because a lot of these trucks that come to us, I mean, that's what they want. They just want a huge amount of bass output, and to build a custom enclosure and spec everything out and do all that, like, some
yeah.
guys, A, don't have time for it, and B, don't care enough. They're like,
No.
yo, I just literally want bass. Like, they're gonna go to the next shop and they're gonna get a solution, and it's like, okay, here,
Yep.
done.
Yep. And like, don't get me wrong, that truck still sounded good, right? It was
Oh
just
yeah,
could have been way more ridiculous because
you're pushing half of the half of
well,
what the
yeah.
amplifier can even
Yeah.
take in for fucking voltage minimally.
Exactly. Well, one of my favorite systems was just it was a 2023 F-150, right?
Yeah.
And we did a large mono, proper LOC, so we had enough voltage, right? And
Yeah.
that truck was ridiculous. And actually it's
Dude, the Ford systems go crazy, actually. Like, the
yeah.
Ford box is nuts.
I like
I
that
think
one
it's the best one, to be
Yeah.
honest with
No,
you.
I
I
like
do
that one
too.
the
I
best.
agree.
Yeah.
The Chevy one's good.
Yeah.
But the Ford one, just I don't know if it's just because of the design of the floor and
Well,
or obviously the enclosure, but
not to knock on the brand, but have you done you've done the 5th gen Ram one, right? The Downfire.
yeah,
I don't like that one.
yeah.
I don't,
Really,
yeah,
I
the
actually like that one. I don't like
port's
the
too chuffy.
well, you're talking about the classic body style or the new body
No, no,
style?
no, no, no. The 5th gen body. Yeah, yeah. I haven't done
Yeah,
the 4th gen, the classic. Yeah, haven't done
yeah,
that.
the classic one chuffs
Yeah,
because of the ports go out to the back, and
yeah.
then
Well,
there's
so does the 5th gen. That chuff like a motherfucker.
we just did one and I did not notice it.
No, yeah, no.
No,
We
we did it
we
like
did
I
one.
think Monday.
It was super shitty. The guy actually ended up shoving shit into the port because of how chuffy it was. So maybe they did a
Wild.
redesign.
No, it's the same box.
Yeah.
I only notice it on the classic body style. Like you're talking the one without the
Yeah,
cubbies, right?
Downfire. No, yeah, the
Yeah, the
Downfire
downfire
enclosure.
one.
Yeah, yeah. No, that one
Huh.
chuffed like a motherfucker. And
I
then
wonder if you had like a
so
damaged enclosure or something like that.
I don't know, but I'll tell you this. We so that guy ended up selling that box and the eights to a buddy of his, and he owned a Ford. So we took
Yeah.
the eights out of that box. We did also just a dual 8-inch vented enclosure. He just got a generic one. He didn't
Like a
want us to
prefab
build
one?
one. Yeah, and that's still banged. But
Did it work good? Like I find like a lot of those enclosures don't have enough airspace in them, but I guess I
yeah,
mean
the honestly the prefab one worked good. He was on a tight budget, to be fair.
yeah, yeah.
But it was fine. It wasn't as good as like the Mojo box, like, the Ford one that they make. But we
Yeah,
just
yeah.
got like a prefab, dual eights. Don't do the
It's
4 eights.
whatever.
That sucks. Those ones
Yeah,
are
dude,
not enough air at
100%. Those
all.
ones are there's not enough. I think the only eights I've seen that actually fit in there are the ground zeros.
Yeah, they just don't
Not
need
the
enough.
uraniums,
Like
but
they don't need a ton of air.
yeah, they
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah,
And
nice.
they work well. And I think the one that we did for a guy was a sealed enclosure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
So
I don't
like
know, it kind of went stupid.
no, nice. Yeah, so when we took those woofers out of that Memphis enclosure,
Yeah.
the pre-built one for the 5th gen body, that
Yeah.
port was maybe, what is it, like 5 inches by inch and a half tall, and it was maybe 6 inches long. So it made
What?
sense. Yeah, dude, it made sense as to why it was so chuffy. Because I looked at that
I don't
port.
know if I've actually taken that one apart yet.
Yeah, I'll have to see if there's a photo. I thought I took a photo of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was super unimpressed with that box. And like I said, the dude who owned that enclosure, he's a very particular guy, but he bought it because he heard the Ford one that we did, and we're like, we assume it's going to be the same. It's just going to be designed
Yeah.
for that
The
specific truck,
Dodge.
right?
Yep.
But it was so absurdly chuffy because if you shove your hand in the port of the Ford box, like it's a good, 14 to 15 inches long, maybe a little less, maybe 12 to 13, right? And it's pretty wide, right? Like it's probably, 5 inches wide by, 5.5 inches tall. Like it's it's
Mhm.
got a lot of surface area, right? There's a lot of port area there to reduce velocity, right?
Yeah, fair enough.
So when you have such a tiny port, the velocity is going to be crazy. And I just notice it. Like we've only done one of those boxes because I hate them. I did not like how it sounded. I would recommend it to other people. Maybe if other people weren't as picky. But
Yeah.
anyways, the Ford's one of my favorite basic systems. Might cost a guy 3K or a little bit less, right? Just installed. And I mean, that's awesome, right? Like it's a good package for a ton
Good
of
value.
eights. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
your
Yeah,
mirror
100%.
fucking, and people are sleeping on eights. I think more
I
people are
agree.
knowing. I think more people are not knowing. They're learning. But yeah, I think
Well,
there's a
just
lot
take
of people.
advantage of the airspace and the
Yeah.
room that you have under there. I mean, you're basically decreasing the amount of volume you need by like 15 to 20%,
Hmm.
essentially, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, if you can go ported, you're gaining that much more headroom on output and then cabin gain and everything, and
Yep.
being able to run 1500 RMS as well too, versus like
Yeah.
doing 210s in a 5 to 600 RMS
Yeah.
mono. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
there's some significant output differences here.
There is. Yeah. Yeah. Even with eights, no, it's good. But yeah, that was one of my favorite systems. It was just a simple Memphis dual 8 box. It was I think we used at the time we used the caption amplifier, the
Yeah.
1200, the DZR 1200, and
Yeah, yeah,
they're technically rated 1800 at 1 ohm apparently, but it sounded great. It was awesome. And then this most
yeah,
recent one was the WDX 1500, and that one still sounded good. Just left some performance on the table. That's all, but
yeah.
nothing crazy.
I
Yeah,
find that extra like 300, even running like a 15 versus an 1800. I mean, like
yeah.
that's literally like half a dB. You're
It's
not gonna
not.
notice
It's
it.
not a. Yeah, you don't notice. No, for sure.
And at least you can have like, your gain set properly. You don't have to worry about overpowering the
Yeah,
subwoofers or anything like that. Like
yeah,
structure's just better. And even like thermal capabilities. Like I
yeah,
find the subwoofers are just happier at that 750 versus 900 per,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
At least from my experience,
Oh
I'd
yeah.
say.
Yeah, no, and that's true about all things. It's good to have headroom, but you only really need that, maybe
I'm like the
10%
opposite.
more.
I always run under.
Under? Yeah.
Yeah, personally for my builds, like I
Well,
always run under. It just
vented is so
like I said,
efficient, right? Like you
that
don't
too.
need to run them at full tilt, right? Like you don't need,
Yeah,
like, just because it says they're 750 RMS
doesn't
doesn't
mean they need it.
mean they need it, right? You're gaining a lot
100%.
of efficiency with a vented enclosure. If it was sealed, then yeah, you might
Then
want
you
to
want to go like
run it,
10%
yeah,
over kind of
10%
thing.
over. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Right?
And
But
that's usually where I go with that as well too. Like,
yeah,
okay, well, running a sealed enclosure, let's run a little bit more power.
yeah,
For running a ported box, like I'll generally go under just
yeah,
to
exactly.
ensure everything is still good.
Well, yeah, and you also want to make sure, because if you're going too much power and with a vented enclosure, if you're not running, your infrasonic properly, and if you're not able to adjust that in, or if the amp has it built in, but maybe it's a little too low, right? Then
Yeah.
you might bottom the woofers out a little easier, right? So
Yeah, and
gotta be
that's the nice
careful.
thing about having an adjustable subsonic. I
Yeah,
mean, when
exactly.
or infrasonic, I guess.
I don't know. The industry
If
calls
you
it
don't,
subsonic, so whatever.
I don't know. It's the same thing,
It's the
right? At
same
the end of the
thing.
day,
Yeah,
it's.
at the end of the day.
I
Yeah.
mean,
At
I
the
think
end
it's
of the
more.
day, it's a high
I
pass
think it's
filter.
more correct. I think it's more correct to call it infrasonic, but
Yeah, I don't, whatever. Um, but
yeah,
yeah,
okay, you're just gonna change the subject like that on me,
yeah,
dude? Just
100%, 100%. Fuck you, fuck you. Yeah, no,
What you say is wrong. I don't even care.
yeah,
Uh,
it's always good to have that control, and but yeah, like you said, I mean, having an extra, a few hundred watts is, like you said, it's not make or break on the output. It's not like it's 3 to 6 dB, right? Like it's just
right.
not. Yeah, so I think a lot of people worry. I mean, you want to have enough power for sure, but
Did you
depending on
see
the
that
application, don't matter.
the MTI box that we just did for that
Yeah,
23 F350?
yeah,
Dude, that thing went hard.
yeah,
Like
man.
talking about one of our favorite systems, that is probably one of them.
Yeah,
212 TW3s. What did I use for a mono in that? I
yeah. I never
think I
asked.
used an up one actually.
Oh, really? Nice.
Or no, sorry, it was the Memphis Pure X 1000.
Okay,
So we
nice.
ran the subs down to 1 ohm, did the 1000 to the 2. It was a
Yeah,
ported enclosure,
nice.
and
Damn.
dude, it hammered, man. Like I was on the sales floor, I was talking to a guy, and Des got it powered up and started tuning
Yeah.
it, and I was like, I'll be right back. Like, sorry, pardon me. Like I hear something happen. He's like, oh no, dude, I can hear it too.
Yeah.
I was like, do you want to come take a look at it? And I like brought him back there and whatever. And he was like, holy crap, like this thing hammers, dude. I was like, yeah, this is wild. And then, we started talking about different
Yeah.
setups for him or whatever. But, I mean, like that setup looked good. It
Mm-hmm.
sounded good. It matched to a T. Like my customer was pumped for it. I don't even know if
Yeah.
he's actually back in the country yet, to be honest with you. So I don't even know if he's heard it. I know his one guy
Yeah.
picked it up, and yeah, he was absolutely pumped. He was like, holy fuck. He's like, okay, great, I guess we're gonna be doing my truck here soon too, because he's
Yeah.
got the exact same truck. And it's like, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, because that's the guy, that's like his work truck or something, or his site truck, right?
That
Or
one's
something
like,
like that.
I think it's like it's a work truck, but it's his personal as well
Oh,
too.
okay. Yeah, yeah. Well, that
So
makes
he's
sense.
he's done a lot to the truck itself, like everything on there's color matched,
Yeah.
custom headlights,
Yeah.
kickbacks,
Nice.
flares, pretty much whole 9 yards on that truck. So he's like, well, I need a good stereo. And I've known the guy for probably 9 or 10 years, quite a while.
Nice.
So yeah, he was definitely adamant. Like he wanted Memphis bass in the beginning because he's got a couple buddies that have the Memphis box or whatever, but
Yeah.
just because of the caliber of the truck, he's like, well, I want something a little bit different. Like I want it to
Yeah.
look good and sound good as well too. And I'm like, Honestly, like I was gonna do a couple tens ported. I'm glad I just did the two, or
Hmm.
sorry, a couple tens sealed. I'm glad I did the 12s ported. Like
Yeah.
it was as loud as a Memphis box. Not gonna lie,
Well, yeah, no,
it
it
hammered.
should be. I mean, 1,000 watts. You know, you got more cone area, depending on
Yeah,
the port tuning. I don't know, because that was MTI, right?
yeah, yeah.
So
I don't know where theirs is tuned at. I would assume 32,
maybe.
35.
Yeah, probably in that area. It really depends on how much room they can take up. And again, keeping the velocity down means you have to make the port larger. So it's a
And
balancing act,
it was a
right?
pretty large port for
Yeah,
sure.
it was.
Wasn't a small one.
Was it off
Yeah,
to
no, it
the
was.
side like the Memphis, or was it pointing back?
No, it was pointing back in the
Oh,
middle,
okay.
actually, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of guys do that. We did one dual tens with an external port. Went into that cubby.
What?
Yep. Yeah, went into the cubby behind or like under the seat. Yeah, I'll send you some pictures one day. But yeah, we did dual tens,
Huh.
kerf top with an external port, another coal build. That thing was
Yeah.
awesome. Tuned to 32 XD 600 at the time. It was XD. And it sounded awesome. We did.
See, it was weird. This truck had like not like an inverter, but it almost had like
Mhm.
a battery under the back.
Yeah, yeah. There's obviously most of those trucks have the inverter on the one side, on the 60 side, and then some
Yeah,
of
yeah,
them on the or sorry, on the 40 side, on the small side. Some of them on
yeah,
the
yeah.
60 side, like they'll have a storage cubby there. They'll have a removable bar between the seat brackets.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just removed that bar and we did an external port off the back pointing to the center of the truck, and it loaded really, really well. It did a
Nice.
really good job, and it allowed us for a lot of airspace to get a nice low tune, low port velocity. It was definitely really overkill.
Hmm.
And it was good. It was really good. We probably could have done 12s, but I think the guy was just in the budget for 10s. Like at the time, we were doing DSP 6 channel, like all that stuff, right? So,
Yeah.
this was a while ago when we were using the tweak stuff,
Gotta
but
cover the low end still.
oh yeah, yeah. It still did a great job. But that's cool. Yeah, I'm sure they would have tuned it around that. But that box looked phenomenal. It had windows
Dude, it
to
matched
see inside,
so
right?
well.
Or was it just
Yeah, it
the
was on the front.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So it had the big King Ranch logo that had the nice addressable lighting, right? And then same
Yeah.
inside. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks so
Yeah.
sick. Yeah, it
And
looked good.
we got that logo, I guess not custom etched, but because they do
They do.
they do a King Ranch logo, but
Okay.
this one we wanted it a little bit different to
Mhm.
match the guy's tailgate because it has
Okay.
the King Ranch logo on the back. So we sent
Yep.
him that, and they designed it or whatever and did that for us,
That's cool.
which was nice because I mean, not that we wouldn't have had time to build a box, but like building a box like that is
Mhm.
that's next level. Like I
Yeah.
don't have a dedicated upholstery guy for seams and stuff like
Yep.
that, and
Yeah, it
you know, like the
takes a while.
orange stitching on it. Oh man,
Oh, yeah.
looked so good.
Yeah. Yeah, same with us. Like we don't have like, Cole can slap a nice box together, and I've done many boxes too, and they look great, but
Yeah,
they're the stitching and a lot of that little fine detail work is
it's tough.
it is. Yeah, it is tough, and it adds a lot of time, whereas they've taken all that time and all that knowledge and compacted it into a process that they just, I hate to say they hit a button and then assemble, but in a way they do, right? They have
Yeah, 100%.
CNC,
Build
they
it,
they
boom,
have
goes to the next guy, goes to the next
they
guy.
have efficiencies in place to make it,
Oh, 100%.
you know, profitable for them, but still have a reliable product and are able to have consistent results, right? You look at every single one of their boxes, they're all within the same spec, right?
Yeah,
And, they have obviously you hit their stage 4, stage 5 or whatever, they'll take, okay, well, what do you want? But, you
and
get a
that's what that one
stage
was.
2.
That one
Yeah,
was a stage
exactly.
4.
Yeah. So you go to their stage 2 or 3, they typically just have it laid out, and then,
Yeah,
I mean, they're still going to be hand built. They're still going to have their own things that they're making by hand, right, and putting it together. But I know for a fact that they have their efficiencies in place. I mean, and if they don't, and they've got a couple dudes who are just building every single piece by hand, and they're using templates and fucking cutting that shit, then I mean, Jim can tell me. He can
yeah.
pipe up or tell you, but I remember
It's
talking
definitely not
to.
like that.
Yeah, no, I know. I remember talking to somebody about it, and it's all very efficient and
It's an amazing warehouse.
yeah,
They have got it set
exactly.
up to a T.
Yeah. So, but yeah, like if we're to build a bot like the one Cole built, this week, I mean, it takes a few days, right?
Yeah.
So in order for us
Yeah, that
to
box was really nice actually.
super nice, I can't wait to post it. And fuck, it sounded so good. It's the best sounding dual 10 enclosure I've heard under the seat of a truck. Like
I believe that.
it had such good like just output. The extension was really good. Um, you
Well, the
know,
curve you sent me, like it was pretty impressive to be honest. I mean,
yeah,
front
like
ported enclosure and
yeah,
like what did you guys use for a mono on that one? That was the caption, right?
yeah, the Caption 1200, yeah. Definitely
Yeah.
overpowered. It didn't need that much.
No.
But see the problem with those IQ woofers is they're dual 2 and we're just having
Mhm.
trouble finding a good amplifier that's not like 1 ohm stable 1,000 watts
Yeah.
because we can't they won't do it.
JD
And then
1000.
well, yeah, JD 1000, I guess, but I also don't want to sell a product that I'm making 35 points on. Um,
It seems like it's been better. It's better, honestly,
yeah.
recently. I don't know who is controlling that side of the market, but I've been noticing actually JL is on a come up again, which is really nice.
Well, that would be nice to see things change because honestly, I would sell their product again if it made sense. Um, because yeah, I like the JD amps. Fuck, we did so many of them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
They're good price point wise.
they are, yeah, yeah, but hard to beat, Crutchfield and all that shit. But that's a topic for another day.
Yeah.
I think we've talked about it before, anyways. It's tough
Once or twice.
once or twice. But yeah, so that's your favorite like kind of more basic system. I mean, that's not super basic,
I
but
would say so, honestly. Like
yeah,
I've definitely had a couple in the past that were very close to it, but
yeah,
just since I did that one, I was just really happy with it. I was happy with how it turned out,
yeah,
how it fit, how it looked,
yeah,
and it offered the quality that I was kind of going for.
yeah, for sure.
My next one, I'd probably say, like recently, that Volkswagen we did, that Golf R.
Oh yeah, I
That
totally
thing,
forgot to ask you about that.
that thing was awesome, man. Like probably one of the best sounding cars that I've done in a while, just because of all the products. I mean, wasn't
Hmm.
factory stuff,
Yep,
everything was changed in there, a decent amount of time for tuning.
yep.
I mean, the prefab Memphis single 8-inch ported enclosure went absolutely stupid in that car. Like stupid dumb. Such a small car,
Yeah,
it just rocked it. And the i7s had a lot of volume.
yep.
That they sounded really good. There was a lot of really good left right channel panning.
Hmm.
Yeah, dude, it was wicked. Like I spent so much time in there just like after the fact, after tuning, and was
Hmm.
like kind of going through, tuning playlist or whatever, listening to it just for reference. Then started to play my own music and was like, yeah, this thing fucks. Like
Nice.
customer's gonna be so stoked. And when he came and picked it up and I demoed it for him, like the first thing the dude said, he was like, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah,
I was
nice.
like,
That's awesome.
nice. That's
That's the
what I
best.
wanted.
Yeah, that's the absolute best for sure. Yeah,
Like
that
you don't get that outcome very often, to be honest with you. Like where, I
no.
mean, obviously you get a lot of guys that are like, oh yeah, that's awesome. This is huge. This is amazing. This is better than what I had. But like for us to be sitting in there doing the same thing and be like, damn,
Hmm.
this thing is crazy. Like
Yeah.
rarely happens to where we can have the same, idea as what the customer's thinking because anything's better than factory.
Oh, for sure. And I've had a lot of vehicles that, they give me goosebumps and then it's hard to gauge like where the customer's at and you're like, "Oh, am I delivering this like the am I is this not to their level?" Like I know it gave me goosebumps, so raised my hair on my arms and whatnot. I had that tingle down my back, maybe I was like, "Oh man, there's a
Yeah.
lot of emotion in this and I'm really really happy with the outcome."
I hope
But
he thinks the same.
exactly, right? There's always that little bit of anxiety. So that's kind of nice where he kind of affirmed the outcome there. He's like, "Oh, man, I'm going to cry because I've had some cars where I'm like, "Oh, fuck, this just sounds so good." Right? Like why does this car have to leave I want it now.
Right?
Right?
I want it now. Yeah, and then you start looking at vehicles and building
Yeah.
your system around it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. No, that's awesome. Yeah, I was meaning to ask on that. So that Golf R, what year was that one?
Sorry, I was joking on my pop. Oh my god. Ugh.
I was
I don't
like,
even know how that
fuck.
happened.
I thought the stream failed again or something like that. I was like, fuck, what happened?
No, I was as you asked that, I was like literally swallowing my pop, and then it just kind of went down the wrong hole.
Oh no.
2019 with Fender.
With Fender. So you went post amp like Jonah's?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, went post amp, channel for channel,
Nice.
input EQ, D time alignment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Worked good. I mean, I was gonna go preamp, but I've done those preamps before, and I've had issues with them.
Yeah. What's the preamp for that? iData? Like iData
Nav
only?
TV.
Oh, it's Nav TV.
No, Nav TV.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
one is
not
it?
had anybody let me attack it yet. A Fender system. I've had a lot of people reach out to me, right? But
Yeah, just never had the opportunity to do one yet.
no, like I did one of the SUVs with Fender. We just did a sub install.
Was it like an Atlas or something?
I think it was an Atlas, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it had tweeters in the door on that one though. It was
Oh, not in the pillar?
No, not in the pillar. It had tweeters in the
weird.
by the door handle, but apparently it was ran active, and it was dual voice coil door woofers like most of them are. So it was like 12 channel. It had more channels than it had speakers, right?
Yeah,
so it was like 12 channels, but 4 of those channels were not 4. 2 of those channels were for door mid bass.
Front mid bass.
Yeah, and then apparently the
that's
rears,
how we ran Jonah's.
Yeah, apparently the rears were also supposed to be active. There was conflicting information, but we were just trying to make sure we had the correct 1-to-1. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there was a whole bunch of conflicting information, but I'll be honest, the guy haggled the shit out of us for a sub install, so I didn't really think he was going to go for a $3,000 or more Amplify factory speaker upgrade, right?
Yeah.
Because then he's like, "Oh, I'll just change my speakers." I'm like, no,
that's not what we do here.
No.
I mean, you can if you want, but it's gonna sound worse.
Well, what would we do in the door on that with the dual voice coil mid bass? Like,
so you either
run
do
an i5
DVC,
DVC,
or just run it as a single. That's what we did on that one, because we did the i7.
Yeah, but you're at least going post amp, so you're loading the factory amplifier on that side, right? So if you're just changing speakers, not doing any,
I don't know
amplification,
if I honestly
leave
haven't
a channel
done just
open.
speakers.
Yeah, no, I know, right? So that's what a lot of people don't get. But anyways, nobody's let me tackle one. I'll be honest. A lot of these guys I've chatted with are honestly, they're more into the car than they are the audio. They want to hear the fucking stew, right?
100%. Those cars do sound
I mean,
good.
They do. I get it. So
I can't argue that.
Nope. I totally get it. So, we've done a lot of sub upgrades in Golf Rs. Those are straightforward, but not a whole lot of full audio. Nobody's really let us tackle one, or at least had the budget to.
If you do a channel to channel out to factory, run the dual mid bass. Run the mid bass as a dual voice coil. Like it's actually quite impressive how much jam those things can take.
I believe it, dude. I believe is Jonah's DVC.
Yeah, Jonah's
it is right. Yeah,
that
system
still.
is that would be ideal. Yeah, because you guys you did upgraded speakers. You had a V8 Ultimate in there.
No, we didn't change the speakers anyways.
No, not Jonah. Sorry, I'm back on the most recent one.
Yeah, on the other one.
Yeah. So you changed the speaker. So you had a lot of output amplification, but I get really only 2 extra channels you didn't use, right? Or did it have center?
Exactly.
Okay.
No center.
No center. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it worked out pretty good. We used a V8 Ultimate.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I'd really love to try one of those Memphis 8-inch, the single 8-inch vented enclosures. I heard the dual one.
Full-size ones?
Yeah.
The dual one was awesome.
Yeah. That was in that I can't remember his name. That Ford, yeah. Yeah, that thing bucked pretty good.
Yeah, it was I mean, to be honest with you, I still think the underneath the seat box goes better in a Ford.
I think so
I feel like that full-size one goes better in an SUV.
Yeah. for sure. It's probably tuned a little
personally.
different, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Probably
would be.
tuned higher, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, such a small cab, right? It probably would be. So
Yeah, that was
easy
my
enough.
assumption.
You could throw a DATS on it and see what it's tuned to, right?
I mean, true enough. Yeah, I do have one.
I've never thought to do that, to be honest. That's easy enough to do.
It's the
But
things we think after the fact, right?
yeah,
It's like, okay.
no, that's a pretty slick system. My favorite, more comprehensive system that I've done is the well, this one most recently was really good, but honestly, the Prius I did a few years ago.
That one was pretty sweet, actually. I really
Yeah,
wish I got to hear that one. Like,
dude.
just the design and the setup on it was
Yeah.
really nice. And that was the one with the custom enclosure as well, too, right?
Yeah.
That red box, I think
Yeah.
you guys did.
I did a red face on the box with just an opening to kind of match the grill of the car,
Mhm.
and lit it up, right? So it just looked really good.
It did.
Yeah, and
And you did a couple different presets on it, too, right? Like, you
I
have like a party mode kind of thing.
I did, yeah, I did like a more SQ tune, and then I did kind of like an SQL tune where if the subwoofer had, it just had more rise in the low end.
Yep.
So yeah, if you had it up a little higher, the sub would pull from the hood, it would pull back a little bit, but it was more fun, shook the mirror.
Yeah, and
Um
didn't you do like an outside, like if you was
yeah,
at like shows or something like
yeah, I
that?
opened the doors. I did that on that Kia as well, that Stinger, as well, where we opened the doors and we just kind of did an exterior tune, and
Yeah.
just gave it a little bit more
I haven't done that
headroom.
before.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll do it again, because I'll be honest, it seemed to take away, because you're not doing like PA style speakers where they're really efficient and you're doing a lot of power. They don't seem to
Mhm.
like throw the same. Like
Uh-uh.
they don't seem to throw the audio the same. And when you're doing the tuning, really you kind of want to keep a lot of the accentuation because you're trying to maintain volume. So really
Yeah.
all I did was make sure that crossover points are good. The speaker's not going to frap like crazy and blow itself up. Because then if you go to the SQ tune and you
And did you
damage
do did
something.
you do like time alignment or anything
No, I
on
didn't
the
do
outside
I
one?
didn't do
No.
time alignment. I just did like an
Mhm.
overall wide sweeping EQ, basically, just to make sure. The only thing I made sure was essentially polarity was good, like
Yeah,
it would be a little different
like
when you're,
acoustically.
yeah, when you're standing, like, to the left of the vehicle or to the right of the vehicle or further back or closer, it
Mhm.
would change. But like I would stand, maybe like where most people would stand, probably like 10 feet back from the bumper, and just make sure everything seemed to play together. So I would just
Yeah,
flip the subwoofer around a little bit just to make
yeah,
sure, I would stand here, flip the sub. Okay, how's that sound? Okay, flip the sub here. And just make sure it had enough punch to not cancel. But that can also change too, because, if you're in an enclosed space, that can change. If you're in an open area, that can change, right? So it depends on how
yeah,
large the space you're in. So I remember doing it, and what I did was I opened like the bay door. And
yeah,
then
just to make sure.
yeah, and then I like went outside and I listened to it, and I was like, okay, it was cool. It was a lot
Yeah,
more technical than it needed to be, and super like not necessary.
yeah,
Like
fair
it really
enough.
wasn't. But no, that one
It's still kind
was
of cool though.
pretty slick. Like it was all Blam like signature front end, right? Mids
Yeah,
on the dash, tweets, mid bass in the door, just Blam relax rears. Just something better,
yeah,
nothing
yeah.
crazy. And then
Relax is awesome.
yeah, they are. And then the Helix IK W12, so the full size 12 dual voice coil, because I ran the
Yeah.
whole system off of V12, including the
Oh,
subs.
nice. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I totally forgot about that
Yeah,
actually.
the subs were ran, so 4 channels for the subs, right? And then the remaining
Active on
channels,
everything
yeah,
else.
yeah, the other 8 channels was ran to everything else. So it was the
Such a
perfect.
convenient way to do it.
Oh, dude, and it worked great, because I mean, the amps are so efficient. They make their power, and the
Yeah.
woofers are also efficient. And I was able to do. That was the first time I ever really played with their suggested self-defined slopes,
Oh yeah.
right?
On the like the how they have them on their website or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. They have like a suggested, self-define, you do the
Self-define goes
self-define filter.
crazy.
Well, I got self-define on my mid-bass woofers in my car.
Really.
Oh, dude, it's fucking ridiculous, the change.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like,
It doesn't fall off as steep, hey?
No, it just it brings that knee up in the end of the crossover point, and it just adds that
Yeah,
little bit extra punch. Obviously, you want to be careful. You don't want to go too
for
crazy, and the
sure.
subwoofer helps with the mid bass. But
Yeah,
and trust me, there was plenty of mid bass before. But what we were trying to accomplish essentially was because I had so much power, dual voice coil, 8-inch in the firewalls, that
yeah,
even with EQ, a lot of like really low male vocalists, you would still get it would pull to the floor a little bit.
yeah,
So we were trying to play with some crossover points, and I was talking to Chris, Mr. Chris Van Rye, and he was like, "Oh, try self-defined filter to bring the knee up, and
yeah,
that would bring that end of the crossover up without having to change. You get your EQ done, right? But it's
yeah.
almost like adjusting you, and then you select both woofers. It's like you're adjusting that end of the rise. It's almost like doing a low shelf, right?
Yeah,
But then it's rolling
nice.
the woofer off enough that it's not,
It's safe.
it's safe. Exactly. It's not going to
Yeah.
damage them. So it was really cool playing with it. You can go too much. But yeah, no, it was really it's kind of cool. So yeah, I use the self-defined filters in that. The only reason I bring it up as one of my more favorite comprehensive systems was because it came back for I did a remote starter in it, oddly enough. But with the drone cam front and rear. And when it was in, I was like, let me listen to this thing. Let me see if I remember, like, does it sound the same way I remember? And oh boy, it's so clean. It's just so, the bass is so good. It's just a sealed box. I think it was like maybe, a cube and a half or something, cube and three quarter for the 212s. Like it was a
Yeah,
nice it was a bit oversized for what they state, but I like to go a little bit
which is
more
yeah.
for
I
sealed.
think that's fine to be honest with
Y-
you. Most of the time, you want to kind of go a little bit over at least for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. So I was, maybe 10 to 15% over. It's not like we were running crazy power anyways, right? So I wanted
Yeah,
to have some nice raw low end extension, and it still
yeah.
oh man, it was such a good car. And everything, like when you're sitting in the seat, it's just factory locations, so you don't see anything, right?
I love that. There's
And
nothing better than a build like that, in my opinion,
yeah, totally, right?
where it sounds bigger than what it is. You're looking around for things, and
Yeah,
you can't see anything, but the system states itself kind of in what it is.
yeah, for sure. One that actually popped up for you, which was funny because Corey O'Quinn reposted it. There was a couple that I figured you would mention as your favorite system, but there was one obviously that painted box that Corey
Oh
worked
yeah,
on.
dude, that one was sick.
That one was
Like
sick. It was the
that's the thing.
four
I have so
L7Ts.
many.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have so many favorite like systems that we've done. That one is awesome. We
that
did that for
one's
a local
awesome.
guy,
Yeah, that one's
and
so
yeah, we
cool.
take it to shows. It gets down. It's got amazing output.
Yeah.
It's got a V8 as well
Yeah,
to the
I was gonna
factory pulse
say.
system.
Yeah, I was gonna say I remember you telling me that they did the subs and then the dude was like, this
I need more
needs to
volume.
be better, yeah, because the subs are fucking taking over here. Yeah, and you're just like, oh, yeah, just fucking amplify the speakers, dude. You'll be good.
Yeah, he's pretty big into bass.
Nice.
He's always had something big in every vehicle. He's got a couple other vehicles we'll be doing eventually in the future as well
Hell
too
yeah,
once he
dude.
gets them all sorted out. So I don't know if we're gonna go to that level
Yeah.
of an extent again doing enclosure because that one took Corey a long time to build it. Like that was
He built it.
after hours
Yeah.
at the shop at his house and then after it was done being built, Daryl did the airbrushing on it.
Right, because he's
'Cause
that
he's a
guy.
tattoo
He's the
artist. Yeah,
tattoo
he's a
artist.
tattoo
Yeah.
artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
No, that's
So
so
that
cool.
was a really cool enclosure, like one-off, never see anything like that again kind of thing.
No.
I mean,
No, not at
all
all.
the acrylic braces and whatnot, all
So
the
sick.
LEDs, addressable lighting, and then yeah, the paint finish, which just looked unreal. A lot of people thought it was a wrap. They didn't think it was a paint job.
Then
But it's
nobody
like,
does
no,
that.
that is no.
No.
Like especially on MDF,
Yeah.
it's hard to get that finish
Mm-hmm.
where it looks like glass.
Yep.
And like it's clear coated. It's literally got everything done to it to make it perfect. Like I think
Hell
Cole
yeah.
paints a lot of his boxes too, doesn't he?
Well, we've painted a lot of trim for the boxes, like
Okay,
that
yeah.
Kia Stinger. We painted the trim pieces for it, right? We painted them. The car's got all this like blacked out chrome like a
Yeah.
midnight chrome. So we painted
Yeah.
everything like a deep, kind of metallic-y black. Like we just tried to match the
Nice.
chrome. And then
Yeah.
the box he built for our truck, he did the grills, or not the grills, sorry, the trim pieces around the acrylic windows, the braces
Yeah. The
and the
red or
rings.
whatever.
Yeah, he paint matched that to the truck. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Nice.
that sort of stuff, yeah, not a lot of people do anymore, and it's kind of cool. But like nobody airbrushes an entire subwoofer
Not an
enclosure.
entire box,
Like,
dude.
dude,
Right?
I don't think I've seen another one like at
Fully done
all.
like that.
Yeah.
No,
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
I
I have
have.
either, to be
Like,
honest with
you
you.
see the cool full acrylic boxes from like Bobby Gately. You see the
Yeah.
cool, and like some of
SMD.
those, yeah, SMD, some of those have like etching in them, which look really cool when the box is lit up.
Yeah.
And that's all fine and dandy, but everything else I've seen, like it's typically like a vinyl wrap or real leather, perforated, suede, whatever.
Yeah.
But a lot of them, I don't see people like airbrush this shit anymore. When
I
that
don't
was
think it's
that
as
was
common.
huge back in the day.
Yeah, dude.
Airbrushing?
It's not a thing really
No.
anymore. Like
No, like
there's not really a
even
bunch of people that even do it, I don't think.
no, it's definitely a dead, not dead, but dying art form. I think it's
Which sucks because it's
yeah, for
sick.
sure. It is super cool, right? Because I'm sure a lot of the West Coast Customs guys are still doing that type of shit, right? Like
Yeah,
they've
100%. Like
they've
on vehicles.
yeah, exactly, on vehicles. So I mean, it's not completely dead, I guess, but I mean
Just
for
become less common.
yeah, less common, right? Less common, and even like the text, like a lot of Sean's boxes he did back in the early 2000s, or he had guys airbrushing boxes, right? Like it was just a
Cool.
thing. Like he used to
Like
paint cars.
fiberglass.
Yeah, fiberglass. Yeah, on fiberglass.
Yeah.
Like it was very popular. So it's crazy to see the changes because I think a lot of people are really into lighting and acrylic now. Like it's a
It's
big,
huge.
it's a
That's like
big
the most
change.
popular thing.
Yeah,
It's even like I think people would rather have that than like even interior matched. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like
even
they'd be fine with
exactly.
carpet and acrylic and lighting because
Yeah,
it's like
for sure.
that's a wow factor on that enclosure.
Yeah, it is. It really is. It just makes the whole thing fucking
Kind of
pop.
sets it up.
It does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
It sets it out.
Yeah, I'm excited to learn some new like techniques at Master Tech for shit like that. Like little things to just make the installs better, Cuz I think
Yeah.
you're doing some fab stuff, right?
I was going to, but
Okay.
Jonah's gonna do a bunch of the fab stuff. So like I'm probably
Okay.
gonna be doing the workflow,
Yeah.
the EV,
Yeah.
the 3D as well too, and
Yeah.
then probably gonna be doing sales and what's the other one?
Well, I think
Um,
sales and hi-fi
yeah, the
workflow are
workflow,
the
high flow
mains.
workflow.
Yeah, those are the
Yeah, yeah,
mains. Yeah, so we'll be in
yeah. So
those.
we'll be in those. Like I
Yeah.
think the only one that you're doing differently that I'm not doing was like integrated radar,
Okay,
stealth radar.
I really want to hit that hard because I tried so hard last year, and Matt
Yeah.
Schaefer is an absolute
Oh, he's a
legend.
god.
So I want to hear from the god. I need
Yeah,
to I need
100%.
to learn from him. So I'm super excited to. I mean, I'm gonna try out some things over the next few weeks for our unit in that we're putting in our F-150. So
Are you gonna 3D print them? Because
oh,
I know you've been
I'm
getting
gonna
huge
yeah,
into that.
I'm trying out some crazy stuff. That's for sure.
Nice,
Well, we'll see how it
nice.
goes. I mean, raw shifters is fine because it's not like it's illegal anyway.
Yeah, yeah,
So but it'd be really cool to show people the level that I'm trying to take our integration, and
yeah,
not
yeah,
integration when it comes to vehicle systems, but vehicle aesthetics, right?
yeah. Right. The actual custom side of it, and
Exactly.
where we can put you and where things are actually at, kind of thing.
Yeah,
Showcase that type of
100%.
technology.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Like, hey, we might not use it, but we can use it, or
yeah,
this might come up during your build, and this is the kind of stuff that we do. Just
yeah, exactly.
showcasing that type of quality work.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, I'm really excited to learn like, yeah, because you said you were probably gonna do the fix my ride or whatever, but you'll have Jonah do
Yeah,
that. Jonah's going with you.
yeah. Jonah's gonna do that one as well
Okay,
too with us, I think.
nice. Yeah, so that.
I feel like there's just a lot of really good integration
Mm-hmm.
information on there on that side. So
Sure.
it's like
Yeah.
you can't really go wrong by picking it.
Sure. That's true.
And who knows? Like I don't know what I can't remember what Jonah exactly signed up for, but
Mm-hmm.
I know he's doing more fab. Like I think he's doing the one of the upholstery ones as well too. He
Nice.
kind of wants to get into that just to have a better understanding of,
Yep.
wrapping certain panels
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that, and just kind of just bettering him on that side of things. So it'll be interesting for him, I think, to be able to work next to guys like Chris Pate and
Yeah. Oh yeah, Chris Pate for sure. Yep.
he's gonna have
That would be really
he's gonna
good.
have a good time for sure. And that's what I told him. I was like, dude, you're gonna lose it. That's for sure, buddy. And he's like, what? I was
It's
like,
a
oh yeah, you're
big
gonna be
fire
around some
hose
of the
of
legends,
knowledge.
man.
Yeah. It's a big fire hose of knowledge, like just a knowledge dump like you wouldn't even believe. And
Yeah,
it's so fast too, because like even when like some of these go on for almost 2 hours, I think it's like
yeah.
hour 45, and like that's just so jam packed.
Oh yeah,
Like
dude.
your wrist will be tired from writing, your hand will be all black, like it's crazy, right? I
Yeah.
recorded some last year, like just audio,
Oh yeah.
and went through them, and I took notes like later because I was like, this is such a massive knowledge dump.
There's
Like,
so much.
when I write it while I'm listening to it, I feel like I'm not actually taking it in.
Yeah, fair
So
enough.
I feel like if I do some Cole's notes, right, and
Yeah,
then have that recording later. I don't know if that's entirely allowed, but I mean they never said it. I'm not
yeah.
video
I mean,
recording it. I'm just
no,
audio
yeah,
recording it, and it's all in industry, so I'm sure it's fine. But
yeah, 100%.
yeah, I mean for me that's helped me learn. Even when I was in school, I used to record a lot of our or a lot of my classes as I was taking like basic notes and then would
Just to
listen
be
to
able to
them
go
later.
back.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
For sure. Yeah, but
Some people just learn better that way.
yeah, I mean that's always helped me a little bit. I mostly did that in my final year of high school, and I was like, "Fuck, I should have been doing this earlier."
Yeah, I
uh,
know. Master Tech's gonna be awesome.
yeah,
I'm really looking forward to this. Is my first one, and
yeah,
I have high hopes. I've never been to Arizona before either, actually. So,
it's gonna be spicy. It's gonna be hot.
oh, I
Yeah,
know it is, which is good.
I
Get
know.
me out of
We'll
this
get a bit
fucking
of a
weather right
break.
now.
We'll get a bit
Then
of a
I'll come
break.
back and it's gonna be absolutely miserable again and be like,
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. Actually, I remember coming back last year, and it was actually not too bad because it's like middle of March, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it started to kind of calm down a bit because like realistically, Master Tech is less than a month away for us, right? So
it literally is. Yeah,
you got one more month, and then we'll be gone for a week, and we'll see how fucking Alberta fares, and then we might bring the nice weather back with us because
oh, that'd be sweet.
yeah, I remember last year, like, March and then April. I mean, that's kind of when cardio season starts, when things start melting a little bit. At least for us, that's what we notice is around
Yeah.
April. That's when
Yeah, I don't remember what the weather was like last year around April. I actually don't.
I remember
I don't
it
remember if it was
being
nice or not.
I remember it being nicer than it should have been because we had a very dry summer last year with a lot of fires.
Yeah,
So
true enough.
this year, I think is going to be much better, especially for the guys who golf because we've had so much fucking snow, right?
Yeah,
So it's gonna really
greens are gonna be
the
growing.
greens are going to be greening. They're going to be
Yeah,
greening.
they'll be greening.
I'm not a golfer, but that's just what I heard
I'm
last
not
year.
either.
Everybody who came in last year was like, "Oh, golf sucks. The green is shit." And I'm like, all right.
I don't know what that means, brother.
Yeah. Can you give me some of your green and we can get you out of here with a good system? But yeah, so
Uh,
that'll be cool. So you'll do the 3D print lab course as
yeah,
well? Yeah,
yeah.
nice.
I think that'll be a good one for us to get into too, just because of how everything's evolving and
It's gonna
getting
have
into that level.
yeah, it's gonna have some good nuggets, I think, on like Fusion or whatever
Because you guys don't
software.
have a laser yet, do you?
No, we don't have a laser. I think
Yeah,
I
I
found it
almost want
really
to start
funny.
with a laser.
Yeah, so a lot of people, I saw a little post on somebody was looking at getting a tool. They were like,
I seen that
between a
post.
laser, I'm between a 3D printer. And it was kind of 50-50 where people were like 3D printer,
Learn the
laser,
2D
right?
side, go
E-
from laser, and then go into the
exactly.
printer.
Where my
Yeah,
brain like makes it really easy to take that 2D thing and make it 3D. But
yeah, fair
like
enough.
so I think it comes down to how your brain functions because I talked to a guy down actually in Red Deer about this last year. Like this has taken me almost a year to get the tool that we really wanted. Um
Yeah.
and I just thought I was like, you know what? Fucking there's so much stuff that you can just get.
Who was it we were
Um
talking to? Was it Bryce?
no, it was Bailey. at Vibe,
Oh,
Bailey Haw
okay, yeah,
or
yeah,
Hawes, I think. I know his last name, but I don't know if it's Har Hawes. I think there's an S at the end of it. But
yeah.
uh
Fair enough.
yeah, he's really good. I think we're the same age and he's a crazy fabricator. Like
Nice.
he's got some real good fabrication techniques and his installations are always super top notch. Dude's a monster as well. I think he's 6'8" or six foot
Holy shit.
seven. Like he's taller than
He
you.
makes me look short.
He does. Yeah, like you would look up to him. He's a
Jesus.
massive individual. And I asked him, I'm like, dude, how do you like,
Work on vehicles.
yeah, like I'm 6 foot and I'm fine to get in vehicles. Like I'm a little wide, right? Like in the
Yeah,
shoulders, but like
yeah,
not, like I can still get like I can get in places that some people can't. And
yeah,
I'm not a small dude. I'm not the biggest dude, but I'm not a small dude either. And this
yeah.
guy's so big. And I'm like, dude,
He's massive.
how do you fit and stuff? He's like, I just make it work, man. I'm like, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. But
I guess,
I
right?
was like, you
What other
probably get.
option do you
I
have?
felt bad too because it was in the airport when we were leaving. I was like, dude, I gotta ask. I'm sure you get this a lot, and I'm so sorry, but I'm like, do you find it hard to install at your height? And he's like, some things, do for sure, but I figured out ways. Like, it's
He's
just
good at installer yoga.
exactly right.
Yeah.
He's like Yoda of the installer yoga. So
Yeah,
just the other way around.
that's
He's the
crazy.
massive version.
That's a big dude.
Yeah, he's a big dude, and but he's so kind, and I ask him a question, and he's like, yeah, here, like do this. This is what we do. Like this is my thought process, and he's a really good
Nice.
guy. Yeah.
Did you meet him last year at Master
Yeah,
Tech,
yeah, I
or?
met him last year. Yeah,
Yeah,
and I've seen him
cool.
like comment on lots of posts because all of us are in the same forums, SQ
Oh yeah,
community,
yeah,
mobile solutions, fabrication, whatever
yeah.
group,
Mobile syndicate,
mobile
whatever.
syndicate, yeah, like all of that stuff.
Yeah,
All of us are in that stuff, and it was just good to put a face to the name, right?
yep.
Um,
Always is.
what did he do? No, no, he's doing clean wire this year, so that'll be cool.
Oh, nice. He's
He
doing the clean wire build.
yeah, he's doing the clean wire challenge. Yeah. So
Cool.
that's I saw him post that. So I think it's actually safe to say that online now. So that's cool. Because
Nice. That is sweet.
I talked to him before that it was posted and he was like,
Yeah.
don't say anything, but I'm going to the clean wire challenge. And I was like, cool, cool. But
The build off is gonna be sick too.
yeah, dude, I know. That's good. It's gonna be a good time. Gonna be a good time. I'm excited to learn some tuning knowledge from Andy.
Andy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to
It's
pick
gonna
his
be good.
brain a few years ago at CMA because I met him and I sat in his Volvo and I was like,
Oh, the Volvo was awesome.
oh, dude, I know. And apparently it's going to be even more ridiculous
It's
because
gonna
you
be
know what
even
he's
more
been doing?
ridiculous.
If you see, he's been doing like multiple subwoofers in like multiple
Yeah.
parts of his freaking
Different
car.
enclosures, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. So
All of
cool.
them 3D printed.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Oh man. Yeah, I know
Like he
this.
did one. I think he did one on the driver's side in the firewall.
Yeah, yeah, and then he's doing passengers. All passengers are getting a subwoofer. Like that's
I
crazy.
mean, it's Andy. It's gonna
Andy.
fuck.
Yeah, it's
It's
gonna be
gonna
wild.
fuck.
Yeah, I saw him comment with a guy who was like, "Oh, I wish I could go, but I have nobody to take me." He's like, "Oh, I'll take you. It sounds really good in any seat you sit in my car." And yeah, I was like, that's how he's
Well,
building it.
the one that I heard at K-Fest was unbelievable. Yeah, it imaged in like
Every
every
seat,
seat in the
right?
vehicle.
Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
what he's
holy
going
shit,
for.
how is that even possible?
Yeah, that's what he's going for.
But he also had the one of the audio frog up mixers in there, so who knows what he's got going on in there right now. I think
Yeah.
he posted it, but I don't remember what he had. I think maybe it's a mini DSP.
Oh, okay. Yeah, those
I think is
are
what it
pretty
is.
cool.
Yeah, they've got a lot of capabilities.
Yeah, well, they're using
Okay.
Dirac Live, right, and some
Yeah.
other smatterings of things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty neat. Yeah, that's cool. That'll be sweet. And then yeah, Hermann Schulmeister, right? I'm pretty sure that's how you say his name. I feel bad if I don't, but his name literally looks like the word German, but I'm very confident it's pronounced Hermann.
I
Yeah.
think you're right.
Yeah,
I wondered that as well too.
I know it's not German.
German.
It's not that.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty
I
sure
mean, it
it's
could be.
Hermann. I
It could
heard
be.
it one day and they said it and I was like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
okay, that makes sense. But
Okay.
I could be butchering it. So sorry, bro. Um, if I butcher it, but anyways, but yeah, because
Sorry, bro.
I heard that car last year, if it's going to be the same as this year, and it was phenomenal. And as I was saying to you earlier, it won best demo car of the Master Tech Expo.
Oh,
And
that was that.
it was a BMW, like a wagon.
Yeah,
It was slick, yeah. IB mid base. Um, I can't remember the whole build of it, but it had like AMTs. It's a Gladen car, right? So
yeah,
it's
fair enough.
it had all the fancy Gladen product. I'm not familiar with their product
I'm
line,
not
but
very familiar with it either.
yeah,
I've
but
heard a few things, but
great sounding car. Just like with anything, you know, you use the high end of anything, and if it's, you know, installed correctly, tuned
you're gonna have
correctly,
great
it's gonna
results.
have a good result. And it definitely had a
Yeah.
great result. It was very it had some really cool you know, he played some really cool like Atmos type tracks that did some really
Hmm.
cool stuff that went front to back, you know, around, and it actually did a really really good job at doing it. I can't remember what he said, but he had some trickery, not really trickery, but I can't remember what it was, but it was a proper type of up mixer, but it wasn't like
Nice.
the SRP, the Riven SRP or whatever. It was
Yeah.
that I believe is only for center, like proper center.
Yeah.
I don't think it's for actual like, you know,
Surround
routing, yeah,
information.
routing of real
Yeah.
like surround information. So
It's just a center up mixer.
yeah, it's just a center up mixer for the
Yeah,
Riven
that makes
piece,
sense.
but yeah, it's definitely cool. You know, I think with processor capabilities and people getting vehicles where like I mean, you experienced it in the Nautilus, right? Like there's
Yeah.
freaking speakers everywhere, right?
Everywhere.
So, I mean, it'd be kind of cool if you could recreate a pretty decent experience. I just think the problem is, do people want that, or do they
Well,
just
and what
think
type
they
of like
want it?
audio are you
Yeah,
gonna be using with that? Like the proper formats and everything like that.
exactly.
Like, is it even supported? Like,
Exactly.
is it? Yeah. What are you gonna notice with it? I mean, other than channel manipulation and like
Yeah,
proper routing and stuff like that. Like, you could do some pretty cool stuff with just two-channel audio.
exactly. Well, and exactly, there's so much music out there that with two-channel audio, I mean, it's still going to be holographic, right? Like
Yeah.
if it's properly recorded, you know, you've got your depth to stage, where are instruments placed. I mean, if it's just a fucking rave song or whatever and they've got some cool
That's
left to right shit, I mean, there's some pretty cool
about it.
tracks out there from Smilk, I think is what they're called, right? You know, they do some cool shit that go like left to right, and there's a smattering of other like EDM style artists that do they have well
That
recorded
have that
music.
they care about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they care about that micro detail and all that little information that on a
Which is
well-rounded
important.
system, yeah, on a well-rounded system, you could actually hear it, right?
Yeah.
It's almost like when you hear the spit in a person's mouth when they're singing, right? Like it's
Yeah.
you get that
Or like the
detail,
fingers going
or the
across.
fingers on, you know,
Yeah.
strumming, right? Exactly, right? Like
100%.
all that detail, you hear them, you know, growing on the
It's
strings.
more emphasized.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right? So, you know, all of those things do matter, but some music isn't like that. So I'm wondering
Nope.
if how are like this immersive audio experience, like, you know, on Tidal, they've got Atmos tracks, but what is
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
doing? Right? What
To the
is
track, like how is it manipulating it?
exactly? Is it an entirely different recorded track, or is it just like what is it doing manipulation wise, and
Yeah, that's a good question.
how is that translating to the vehicle system? Because how does
Yeah.
the vehicle handle this Atmos track, right?
Yeah. Well, and
So
I don't even think like it has to support the Atmos for you to be able to
right,
play it back. Like, so unless you have like headphones or buds on or whatever that
yeah,
offer that, you can't do it back on a radio. Like, so it'll be kind of interesting to see. I don't know if you've seen like Pioneer is
I
like
saw that.
releasing their first Atmos radio, which
Yeah, they have, I
I don't
guess,
know what to think about that.
I don't know.
It could be cool for sure.
Well, Pioneer was there at Master Tech last year. They had a full Pioneer like demo vehicle.
Yeah,
So I wonder if they're going to have the same thing, but it's going to be geared more towards the SQ
the Atmos
side.
side.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
their vehicle was more for. I mean, it was interesting, but like it wasn't
Oh, is it like
great.
Z series?
No, it was it was all their entry level shit.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, in a Jeep Gladiator in like a bandpass enclosure, like a fourth order.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it was fine. Like it got loud, but I
Yeah.
could tell that it wasn't tuned properly because they were like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's got DSP, it's got this, like, you know, it's loud, it's clean. And I like listened to it and I'm like, yeah, it's loud, it's decently clean. I mean, it's fatiguing, but like,
Yeah.
you know, it's also a Gladiator, so how well is it going to stage, right? Those speaker
True.
locations are pretty garbage,
True.
but I mean, you could still do a decent job for sure. But I just felt like it was like slapped together in the night before. But
Yeah.
tune
Make it
wise,
loud.
yeah, make it loud. Exactly, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, that'll be cool. A Sphera or something? Is that what they call it?
Yeah. That's what I think
Sphera,
what it's called. Sphera.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's kind
So
of a weird name, but
yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, well, like, what are they doing? Because they're only doing like 4 channels of output, right? Well, sub, I
yeah.
guess as well. But like, they're only, you know, they're doing it on all their outputs, and I think they're also doing it with their amplified output. So if you're just running, you know, passive components
More
up front,
speakers.
yeah, off the
Yeah.
deck, like it's just tuning that. It's just tuning that with their microphone, right? With their calibration mic.
I wonder how that's gonna work actually.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. I mean, it'd be really cool to see. I am interested in it
I'm into new
because,
things for sure.
yeah, new things, man. I mean, if it works, it works. Cool.
Yeah.
But oh shit, bumped my mic. Um, yeah, it would be.
It's gotta work.
Yeah.
Or else it's gonna be a little bit of a
Well,
letdown.
exactly, right? Like, I'm skeptical but intrigued, right?
Yeah,
Like that's kind of where
exactly.
I'm at. So, hopefully,
I'm
hopefully
not
we see
sold
that.
until I hear it.
Because I think it was at Knowledge Fest this year. They had a vehicle that
But they
that was
had
their
it?
thing. Yeah, they had a vehicle.
Yeah, I do
Um,
remember seeing that.
so I'd be interested to see if or talk to anybody
That's
about
heard it.
that heard it, right? Like,
Which is wild. I haven't heard anybody say anything about it.
neither have I. No, I saw the announcement and that was pretty much it. It was like,
Yeah.
oh, we got this deck with this Atmos technology, right? It'll tune it
Well,
in, and
that's it.
it's promising. They definitely promise a lot. They're like concert sound Atmos, and I'm like, why are you jumbling all these? It's like buzzwords,
Yeah, you're
right?
just saying
Like,
words.
yeah, why are you
Yeah,
slapping all these words together? And just tell it like it is, right? But I mean, why
yeah.
would they, right? Unless it really is. So we'll see.
I mean, it could be.
It could be.
They're definitely they've created some pretty good products in the past.
This
I
is
mean,
true. This is true. So
they're a pretty big company.
they are. They are. Not knocking them at all. We've used a
It's
couple
just
of their
stuff like
decks,
that.
and
It's like, it's you've been promised by industries or
yeah.
industry manufacturers before to
Hmm.
have something along the sort, and then you get it and it's a complete flop, or the R&D wasn't there, or
Yeah.
it's just kind of like, okay, this is meh. This is
Yeah.
meh.
Yeah. It happens, but I'm intrigued. Like I said, skeptical but intrigued. So we'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see if they're there, and that'll be kind of cool. I really hope they are. I would feel like they are, but we'll see.
Like, with the amount of information you think they have access to, I mean, you'd think they'd have something in the works for it.
Yeah, they'd want to be there, I'm sure, to show it off, right? It's
Yeah.
definitely one of the biggest shows of the year for cars, right? For trainings and expos, for at least in the US, right? So
Yep.
they got K Fest, which I think is massive, and then this. So
Still think this is bigger though.
probably is. Knowledge Fest is more than just car audio though, like 12 volt. Like they do
Yeah, they do everything.
like commercial and home stuff, right? So they
Yeah.
got a lot on the go there. So that'd be a good thing to go to actually. I'd like to go to that one year, but oh, we'll see.
I have. It's okay.
Yeah, yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
How lo-
It's a lot. I mean, it's hard to
Yeah.
jam that much manufacturer training into so little time.
Mm,
It's great for networking. It's a good time,
right.
regardless. It's definitely you got to experience it at least once, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Well, maybe one year in the future. If it makes sense. It's like SEMA. I'm not even really bothering to go to SEMA as like a
Ah,
work thing because it's not
no,
really, it doesn't really pertain to us
it
much
was good
anymore.
last year, but I
Hmm.
mean, I don't think it was really necessary. Maybe
Yes.
like,
Sean skipped last year. I think he went the year before and skipped last year. I can't remember.
yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, but I think he's gonna go this year. I don't really care for it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
I didn't really take much from it, to be honest.
yeah, for sure.
It was cool.
Yeah, got in the
A little
Bronco, the
overwhelming.
kicker Bronco. Got
Yeah,
Alicia in
yeah,
there.
exactly. We
Yeah.
got Alicia in there. That was pretty cool. So I mean, it's definitely an experience for
Oh yeah,
sure,
for
but I
sure.
don't know if it's really like, what am I taking away from this event kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, and that's why, like, among all of that, I want to get my sales game up some more. You know, I did all the businessy stuff last year. There might be some nuggets to learn. Uh, so I'm excited for that. You know, the radar side, regular sales side. You know, especially if that's kind of going to be my role. You know,
Yeah.
we'll see, we'll see. But are you doing the sales one or no? You're doing something different.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
I'm
you
I'm
are.
doing the
You're
sales
doing the
one for
sales one.
sure. Oh yeah.
There's always something to learn. Always something to learn.
Sales one I feel like is good no matter what because you can never know enough,
True.
right?
It's
Especially
like
about
with
that type
anything.
of stuff.
Yeah. There's always way to break those, you know, that glass ceiling that's there and push on, right? There's
Yep.
always more, right? I think they're doing a lot of stuff for marketing side too, right? Like it within sales because I think marketing is a big part of it. Because I know I believe is it Dan Bowman that's one of
The sales
the
guys?
sales guys, but he does
Yeah,
a
I think
lot
he
with
is
the
doing
marketing
sales.
too.
Yep.
So he'll have a lot of on leveraging social media as well, which I almost regret not doing that one last year. So I'm happy he's
Yeah, you
there.
were telling me about that.
Yeah, because last year I technically was supposed to do the sales last year, but I got a little confused on like the way it was laid out. So Master Tech has an app this year, so it should be a little easier. But
Nice.
I got a little confused on the layout on like I looked at like my course schedule and I thought I was set for the owner stuff or the sales stuff, but then I just got confused on where everything was. And I remember second day in, I was like, fuck, I thought I was supposed to be learning this, and it was in this room. But there I was learning about luxury marketing. And I'm like, and like businessy stuff, which still really helped me throughout the last year. But I kind of wish I did the sales one last year, but it's okay. I think they've got it laid out a bit better this year. So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting year. I think with you know, sales down in this season. You know, it'll be good to get a refresh, and then we'll see what the next month leads us up to Master Tech, and then come back with a fresh set of eyes to kick off the year, kick off spring and summer,
Yeah. I think
especially
it'll
especially for
be a good
Jonah,
thing.
especially for Jonah,
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be an eye opener for him, I think.
for Herm.
For him.
I'm excited to see him again. He's a laugh.
Oh yeah, he's a great dude. He's gonna say some dumb shit. I know it. I'm already dreading the shit. Like I wouldn't even be surprised if I get like stopped at the border or something like that because of something dumb he says. It's like,
Oh
yeah,
my
no, you're not
god.
allowed to go back into Canada. It's like, oh great, what did Jonah say?
He didn't say anything. It's just how he looked.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's funny. Yeah. Well, yeah. No, I'm excited. We're gonna have a great adventure together, man.
It's gonna be good, and we will try and get as much information for that as we can. Maybe do a podcast while we're down there in Arizona.
I think that would be fun.
Just yeah, I mean,
Finally in
why
person.
not? Yeah, yeah, do one in person. We'll do one in the hotel room or something like that. Maybe
Hell
we do
yeah.
some random interviews of people while we have time. So
Yeah.
yeah, it'd be good.
I'll be looking forward to that, my man.
Yeah, same,
Hell yeah.
same.
Well, we appreciate everybody coming in, having a listen. If you're sticking with us, we appreciate y'all. Definitely definitely
Absolutely.
love the love. Love the love.
Yeah, yeah. It's been good. It's a lot for us, something new. But yeah, we're making it.
We're making it.
That's the thing.
We're
We're making these podcasts and we're sticking to them. We said we were going to, and
I don't know.
we are men of our words.
We're
That is for sure.
we'll try and we'll try and get some more people in here. That's a hard one to navigate with scheduling, but we're definitely going to try.
Yeah, yeah. We'll definitely have some interviews that we can make them possible.
Make them possible or make impossible.
Make them possible.
Make them. We finna
Make them.
make them. We
We
finna
finna
make
make
them.
them.
Well, we appreciate everybody tuning in, and we'll be catching you all in the next one.
Have a fantastic night, folks.
Peace.